Disastrous Necromancer Chapter 37. What a weird guy, but also a little cute. This is the second time I experienced such a scene, and even the final boss was instantly killed. Xiaxue was completely numb. She wondered if the King of Goblins was Lin Moyu's own son who gave him experience for nothing. Seeing the upgrade light on Lin Moyu, he exclaimed, "You upgraded again? Level 15? Lin Moyu hummed, "It is indeed level 15. Xiaxue grimaced, she was 30% less experienced than level 13. This time the gap with Lin Moyu widened again. I'm really unconvinced. Kill the Goblin King, experience plus 25,000, obtain a bronze-level weapon, the long sword of the Goblin King. Obtain a low-level monster crystal nucleus." Seeing the prompt message, Xiaxue sighed, "It's a pity it's not a staff." "You want a staff?" Lin Moyu asked. Xiaxue hummed, "Yes, the Goblin King's staff is the best weapon for mages before level 20. Although I can also go to the exchange to buy, but I have to ask my father for money. I don't want to ask him for money." Suddenly a black shadow flew towards him. Xiaxue instinctively reached out to catch it. "Goblin King's staff, isn't this the staff she wants?" "Here you are." Lin Moyu said lightly. "It's just a staff, nothing more." Xiaxue froze on the spot for a long time before saying, "Thank you." Then she was puzzled again. "Why don't you use it yourself?" Lin Moyu took out the Goblin King's magic book. "I use this. Spellbooks and staffs are mage weapons, but most mages choose staffs. After all, in addition to being majestic, the staff can sometimes block and perform simple physical attacks. The magic book doesn't have this function. Relatively speaking, the wand is more practical. This is the experience everyone has summed up." Xiaxue didn't understand, but the staff is more practical than the magic book. Lin Moyu shook his head. "I don't like staffs." This reason made Xiaxue unable to refute. It turned out to be because of this reason. Think about it too. And from the beginning to the end, she didn't see Lin Moyu take out the magic book at all. Perhaps the magic book has such a little bonus, he doesn't like it at all. Lin Moyu didn't know Xiaxue's inner thoughts. He was checking his upgraded attribute changes. Name, Lin Moyu. Occupation, Necromancer. Unique, level, 15, 8%. Power, 200. Agility, 200. Spirit, 800, plus 20. Physique, 200, plus 20. Equipment, Goblin King's Magic Book. Knowledge Robe, Summon Space, 84 out of 150. Skeleton Warriors, Quantity, 84. Talent, Comprehensive Amplification, Level 2. Uniqueness, Passive Skill, Damage Transfer. Active Skills, Soul Flame, Level 15. Summon Skeleton Warrior, Level 15. Corpse Burst, Level 1. Comprehensive Amplification, Level 2. The effects of all skills are increased by 20 times. Damage Transfer, all damage suffered by the wizard itself is borne by the summoned object. Soul Flame, Level 15, burns the target's soul, causing burning damage. The power depends on one's own spiritual power and skill level. Summon Skeleton Warrior, Level 15, summon a bronze rank Skeleton Warrior. Corpse Burst, Level 1, detonate the corpse, and cause damage equal to 10% of the corpse's HP to enemies within 1 meter. Finally promoted to level 15, the confidence of entering Xia Jing Academy is much greater. It would be best if you can reach level 16, but if you can't, it shouldn't be a big problem. After reaching level 15, the speed of experience improvement slows down again. Originally, Lin Moyu predicted that he could increase his experience to about 12%, but the result was only 8%. Although there are 2 people forming a team, Xiaxue lost part of the experience. But it is indeed very slow. Lin Moyu calculated in his mind. Xiaxue's primary cooling talisman can also allow the 2 of them to brush 3 rounds of dungeons in a row. At his speed, 3 rounds of dungeons would take half an hour. Then there will be 2 natural cooling periods. It's not that you can still brush 5 copies. Of course, Xiaxue must be brought with her for the last 2 times. Since it was worn at the beginning and not later, Lin Moyu couldn't do this kind of thing. 5 times in a 2-person team should be enough to reach level 16. Looking at the Goblin King who fell on the ground, Lin Moyu said lightly, "I'm sorry, I might kill you 5 more times." Xia Shui was surprised to see Lin Moyu talking to the Goblin King. "Why are you talking to the boss? It doesn't understand." Lin Moyu said softly, "I just want to say, it doesn't matter whether he understands or not." Xia Shui was even more surprised. "Then why do you say that?" Lin Moyu did not answer Xia Shui's question. For some reason, Xia Shui thought of the scene of Lin Moyu saying sorry to the boss just now, and suddenly felt that Lin Moyu was kind of cute. Just ask who would say sorry to the boss so seriously. Isn't the dungeon just for brushing? Isn't the boss just for killing? Although the bosses of those advanced dungeons had to be killed countless times, in the same way, countless professionals died in their hands. There's nothing to say and I'm sorry. What a weirdo, and kinda cute. Xia Shui suddenly laughed out loud. Lin Moyu gave her a weird look. "Go out, let's continue." "Okay, let's continue." Disastrous Necromancer Chapter 38. If you can, get a provincial champion leaving the instance. Xia Shui directly used the primary cooling talisman. Only 10 seconds later, the two enter the nightmare level Shihai Mine instance again. Coming in for the second time, Xia Shui seemed to be a different person. When running with Lin Moyu, the whole person is in a state of excitement. The excitement on his face made Lin Moyu feel a little weird. As for being so excited, isn't it just pulling a wave of monsters and blowing up a wave of monsters? It's just a primary dungeon, so it's not enough. His weird eyes were also caught by Xia Shui. Xia Shui's young lady's temper also followed. "What are you looking at? I've never seen a beautiful woman before." Lin Moyu has seen each other for several years. "I have to say, it is really beautiful." Comparing Xia Shui and Ningyi, the two have their own merits, and it is difficult to distinguish between them. A petite and cute. A tall and arrogant. Each is special. But Lin Moyu didn't feel it. Ningyi is his friend, and Xia Shui is his classmate. 10 minutes later, the mighty nightmare boss, the king of goblins, fell in front of Lin Moyu again. That unwilling look in his eyes, the aggrieved way to die. Lin Moyu said softly, "For more times." The two brushed the dungeon 4 times in a row, and it took less than an hour before and after. Xia Shui cleared the number of uses of the talisman. The talisman became dimmed. Become no different from ordinary stones. Only if you look carefully, you can vaguely see some runes inside. Xia Shui put away the cooling talisman. The talisman is going back to recharge. Cooling talismans are not disposable items. After the number of uses is exhausted, it needs to be recharged. However, according to Xia Shui, the charging process is very complicated. Requires an advanced alchemist to complete. As for how advanced it is, she doesn't know. After brushing 4 dungeons in a row, Xia Shui's level has reached level 14, with 20% experience. If you brush it twice more, you will definitely be able to reach level 15. And Lin Moyu is still at level 15 at this time, and his experience has reached 85%. After level 15, 2 people team up to brush a dungeon, which can only increase experience by 26%. The efficiency is indeed several times slower. There is still 1.5 days before the big exam, which is enough for them to do 2 dungeons. Xia Shui looked excited. "Being able to reach level 15 before the big exam, I will take Xiajing Academy, and I will be sure." "Lin nerd, are you about to level up?" Lin Moyu nodded. "Soon." For now, Xia Shui has no intention of comparing herself with Lin Moyu. At that time, you will be at level 16, and I will be at level 15. This year, 2 of us in Shihai City will be admitted to Xiajing Academy. I think Principal Lu will wake up laughing from his dreams. It is a great honor for all high school principals to have a student admitted to Xiajing Academy. Everyone knows how difficult Xiajing Academy is to get into. Only Tianjiao can be admitted to Xiajing Academy. Only those who enter Xiajing Academy can be called the top talent. Xia Jing Academy only recruits 1,000 people each year, which is 1,000 people in the entire Xinxia Empire. Moreover, many of these places are occupied by some big cities and big families. It is difficult for people from small cities to compete with the talents of these big families. Last year, Lin Moyu was admitted to Xiajing Academy, and Lu Yun celebrated for several days. A few years ago, Su Qianqing entered Xiajing Academy and achieved the reputation of being a genius, and it is still talked about by Lu Yun. All in all, it is a matter of supreme honor to be able to enter Xiajing Academy. The two found a place to sit on the ground. The cooling amulet is used up, so we can only wait for the cooldown time of the copy to end. Xia Shui said, "Boy Lin, do you want to try to win the #1 prize?" Lin Moyu turned his head and looked, "The provincial champion?" "Yeah." Xia Shui said, "If you can become the provincial champion, you can get a lot of points. In Xiajing Academy, points are very useful. The most important thing is that you have the opportunity to join the School of Creative Theology." Lin Moyu thought of what Ningyi said, in Xiajing Academy, points are more useful than gold coins. And Ningyi also mentioned Creation Seminary. Do you know Creation Seminary? Lin Moyu hoped to get some information about Creation Theological Academy from Xia Shui. Ningyi just mentioned it, but didn't elaborate. He also said that he will naturally know when he arrives at Xiajing Academy. Xia Shui's curled legs, "I don't know the details, I just heard my dad mention it. Chuangshan Academy should be the most powerful academy in our Xinxia Empire. Xiajing Academy recruits all the elites of Tianjiao, while those in Creation Theological Academy are the top figures among Tianjiao. Dad said that it was difficult to get into Creation Seminary, and said that there was a high probability that I would have no chance. But I think you have a chance, you can try it. I heard that senior Su Qianqing has been admitted to Chuangshan Academy before, and he is the only one in our Shihai city." Xia Shui looked at Lin Moyu with dazzling eyes. She really felt that Lin Moyu had a chance. Lin Moyu took her to brush the nightmare dungeon in an unprecedented way. Completely refreshed her cognition. She can no longer compare Lin Moyu's career with what she has learned. "If there is a chance, I will try it." Lin Moyu said in a low voice, he must go to Xiajing Academy, and his sister Lin Mohan is there. If there is a chance, he will go to Chuang Theological Seminary to give it a try. Xia Shui's eyes lit up suddenly. She pointed to the entrance of the dungeon and said, "Isn't that Gao Yang?" It was indeed Gao Yang. He was at the gate of the dungeon, as if he was looking for a team. Xia Shui threw a detection technique over, giggling, "I can't tell that this stupid guy is already level 11. It's a pity that he is a knight, so it's hard to find a team. Brushing a copy requires a knight, and a certain level of knight is required. A level 11 knight can't handle the monsters at all in the dungeon. Even if it is an ordinary copy, at least a level 13 knight is required." Sure enough, Gao Yang searched around but couldn't find the team. His face was full of disappointment. Lin Moyu said, "Take him with you." Xia Shui giggled, "I'm fine.